Lose change for getting down. It's Friday and I'm on fire, and I know that I'll break your heart, and I'm sorry, I'm just so tired. These cars are just it, so won't you come?
K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. I am Ace, and that's right. Tonight I'm wearing my phenomenal one, the phenomenal AJ Styles shirt.
They don't want none.
They don't want none. They don't want none. And that's what Will Smith was saying tonight at the. He's sitting there on stage going, "They don't want none. They don't want none."
Nominal Will Smith.
And then breaking news: Will Smith will be taking on Chris Rock at this year's WrestleMania. And just saying, okay,
that'd be a good match.
It'll be an all-out slap fight. It'll just be a slap fight. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot. He might want to come on here and slap me in my face. Okay.
No!
So anyways, let me introduce to you my co-host for the evening. Welcome, Mr. Chris MP and Bacon.
What's up? Getting ready for Mania coming up.
Mania week. And then also welcome in Christy Wilson. How you doing tonight?
Good. Rocking my WrestleMania shirt from last year.
I love it.
Bianca.
We're gonna make Chris's finishing move called the Baconator.
The Baconator.
Yeah.
Is it sponsored by Nick Wayne Diesel?
It's gonna be the Baconator, brought to you in part by the Double Bun. Okay. All right. So, anyways, let's go.
Okay. Woo. Holy moly.
All right. So yeah. So let's go ahead and jump right into a very exciting, WrestleMania week. We've been waiting on this for quite some time. Definitely can't wait for it to hit. A lot of exciting stuff going on at WrestleMania. There's some of the matches that I'm like, oh yeah, this year I'll tell you the one that I'm really looking forward to, because now a lot of times when you see matches, people might say it's the first match that you've seen them wrestle in WWE, but they might have wrestled somewhere else. But this is the one time that you can legitimately say this is the first time ever, and I mean ever, that Edge and AJ Styles have been in a wrestling match. It is legitimately the first time ever. They've never wrestled anywhere else. They've never wrestled on the indie scenes. They've never wrestled in any other promotion. This is the first time that you will actually see Edge versus AJ Styles. And I'll tell you what.
That's true, because when Edge was retired when AJ came to WWE.
Yeah, and before that, AJ Styles was in Impact Wrestling. So, at the time it was TNA. Yeah, at the time it was TNA. So, but Edge was still in WWE at the time. So yeah, so they actually never crossed paths. This is the first time, and I'll tell you, I'm actually very excited about this match. This one to me is where I'm like really interested to see where they're going to go with it, because I personally don't know right now if they're going to have AJ Styles win or if they're going to have Edge win. I could see it going either way, because I can kind of see, who needs it more. That's kind of what I'm looking at right now, is who's going to be the guy that really needs this more. And I don't know, because I know when they brought Edge in, in his 3-year contract to start out with. I know that they kind of wanted to give him a main event run at some point. And he's here.
Woo.
He's here. Mess around, Dave's here.
Yay!
All right.
I am here.
So
Here.
this is kind of what I'm looking for. So mess around. I'm talking about this awesome match that's going to happen between Edge and AJ Styles. So Crispy Bacon, I'll go ahead and start out with you. Where do you think this is going to go? Or do you think it's going to go to Edge or AJ Styles? And are you looking forward to this match?
I'm looking forward to a lot of the matches. I think it's probably going to go Edge's way. I think they want to get a win under his belt. I mean, last year, even though it was a triple threat with Roman and Daniel Bryan, but I think he needs a win at Mania right now.
Yeah, so does AJ Styles, though, because I do believe. And Brandon saying, are you 100% sure Edge and AJ had never Yeah, I'm 100% sure that they have never wrestled in a match before.
No, I don't think they have either.
Yeah, this is one that you can legitimately say
That's
this is what, like, this is a true fact. They've never wrestled. And mess around, Dave, you're 100% like agreeing with me on that, right? Like, they've never wrestled before anywhere.
not that I recall. This is the first time. And what a great time for it at WrestleMania. It should be a great match.
Dream match.
But are you thinking you're going to take Edge in this match, or are you taking AJ Styles?
Gosh. I want to take Edge just because you never know if this is going to be like his last Mania.
Mm-hmm.
AJ's got a few left. This could be Edge's last run. So I'm going to take Edge just for that reason alone.
Right? So Brandon's saying because they've wrestled many times on 2K games. Okay. Well, that's okay. That's on
video
2K.
games, not in real life.
And count, Brandon.
All right. So Christy, are you going with Edge or are you going with AJ Styles?
Oh God, it's so hard. I'm gonna give it to Edge, just because I think he needs it more. Even though AJ would be equally as deserving of a victory in this match, I just think Edge needs it more.
Yeah, I'm telling you though, like for me, this is personally one that I can tell you I'm okay with it going either way because I like AJ Styles, I like Edge, but I'm telling you, heel Edge is money. Like when Edge is heel, that dude is freaking money when he's heel.
You know me.
There's nobody better than Miz. Edge is a heel. Besides maybe Miz.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
I mean, it's freaking. I mean, Edge when he's heel, it's like a whole nother extreme right there. It's he goes above and beyond when he's heel. I was waiting for that heel turn, and we finally saw it. Mm-hmm. I figured that when it came between Edge and AJ Styles, I'm like, I don't think that they would turn AJ heel again because AJ had been heel and then he was face, and I'm like, I don't think they would turn him back heel again. So I was like, yeah, definitely time to turn Edge heel because everybody was waiting to see it.
Yep.
That rated R superstar. Absolutely. Absolutely. So Brandon's saying AJ wins and Edge will retire. No, I don't think so because Edge still has another year on his contract. So I don't think that Edge is going to retire yet. I still think that at some point, I do think that they're going to put Edge in the main event picture. What I mean is I think that they're going to put the title on Edge at some point. Right. I do think they're going to give him a run. I do believe that AJ Styles will be back up there too, but yeah, but
and I know this is far in advance, but Money in the Bank,
possibly
if they don't want to push him that way.
How many times has Edge won Money in the Bank? Like once.
I know once. Once.
Yeah, Edge. If I recall, Edge has won it one time.
He won the first one, I believe.
The first one, if I remember right, I believe the first one was actually CM Punk, I do believe.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember right off the top of my head, but I believe it was one of those. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into a few more matches. So now we can turn over to this Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Team Championship match. Now, the reason why I'm simply saying I'm okay with this is due to the fact that because every year, usually people say, well, they don't have the women wrestle enough on WrestleMania. They don't give them enough time. So for me, this is why I'm okay with it, because now it takes 8 more of the women wrestlers and it puts them in a match and it gives them more time. I do, however, feel for some reason, I think it's going to either be Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan
Ooh,
or Sasha Banks.
Naomi.
Sasha Banks and Naomi. I mean, I don't know.
It could be Baszler.
Huh?
No,
It could be Baszler.
No, I don't know, because Baszler. Well, I know Natalya before this held the tag team titles with Tamina, and
Yes.
so I don't think that right now they would put it back on Natalya. It's going to be interesting to see where they go with this. We do know that Carmella and Zelina will not be retaining. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I do think it's going to come down between Rhea and Liv or Sasha and Naomi. So mess around, Dave. Are you looking forward to this match, and who you taking?
No, I'm not. My girls aren't in this match. You kidding me?
One is.
I'm not looking forward to it. Well, one of them is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Lives in there.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm looking forward to it. Because you know my husband's been here the whole time.
Liv. Watch her.
So Brandon's saying that Miz won the first, and he could be right on that.
I'm
Funny
looking.
to
I think
Yeah, he could definitely be right on that. I couldn't recall who.
So
who
at
won.
WrestleMania 21 was the first Money in the Bank ladder match. Edge won it. I think Miz
Edge
was the first in the pay-per-view.
Oh, in the pay-per-view.
Okay,
Yeah.
the pay-per-view, yeah, and then
Not
Edge won it at
match itself.
WrestleMania. Yeah, so that definitely makes sense.
Okay.
All right, Christy, who are you taking in this match?
Well, as much as I'm wearing Sasha on my shirt, I'm gonna go with Liv and Rhea. I'm gonna go for Liv for brutality.
This
I think,
is
and if they win, you can have Sasha and Naomi be the first people to challenge them for the title. You know, have a rivalry between those two teams. That would be kind of fun.
maybe. I mean, this is kind of a match to when they don't really know what to do with the other women, and they want to make sure they have matches. So this is why they do that, and it's okay. At least it's not Rhea and Nikki Ash anymore.
That looks so badly mismatched. It was ridiculous.
That was okay for.
It was okay.
That team match.
Title run. There you go.
Right.
I never liked Nikki's thing from the beginning.
The superhero.
Yeah, it was so weird. It was so weird.
The kids, not the grown-ups.
All right, Crispy Bacon, who you taking?
I don't know. It's kind of hard. I know Queen Zelina and Carmel is probably not gonna win it. I'm probably gonna go. I don't know. I'm
He's
going
still
back.
deciding.
Really hard about it.
I don't know.
Still
Pick my
deciding.
girl. You know you want to.
Turn to the dark
There you go.
side.
He wants you to take Liv. He wants you to take Liv with him.
Live in
You
Rhea.
only live once.
I'll take Liv.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna take Rhea and Liv. Okay.
My man.
Liv.
There you go.
Rhea and Liv. I love it. All right. So I have to bring up this match because I know Dragon Viper isn't here, and so I know he's like, this would suck. But I gotta bring up the triple threat Raw Tag Team Championships. You have RK Bro, Alpha Academy, and then the Street Profits. So, I'm not gonna lie. This is where I think that either Randy Orton's gonna turn on Matt Riddle or Matt Riddle's gonna turn on Randy. I think one of them's gonna turn on the other one. I'm not quite sure which one's gonna do it yet, but one of them I think are gonna turn, and I think the winner's gonna be the Street Profits. I think the Street Profits are gonna come out on top.
We want the smoke.
We want the smoke.
We want the smoke. We want the smoke. All right, Christy, what do you think?
I'm liking RK Bro. I want the smoke. I'm going to go with the Street Profits. I want the smoke.
I want the smoke. All right, so Brandon's saying Ripley and Liv win, and I join them for an after party in the cage.
Oh yeah, there's the picture.
Hope you never have to leave Liv alone.
Right.
There, I just responded to him.
Crispy Bacon, who are you taking in this triple threat?
Yeah, I'm taking the Street Profits, but I also think that RK Bro is gonna either turn, break up at Mania or the night after, or the net, Raw.
Or not at all.
No, it's definitely coming at
I
some
think they'll
point.
split one of the either Mania or Raw. Those
Well, my thinking is either they're gonna split up at Mania or sometime soon to where it leads to a match at SummerSlam. That's kind of what I'm thinking there. I'm not 100% sure, but I think a split is definitely coming because it's like they said, you can never trust Randy with a tag team partner.
Yep.
You just can't.
It's
Sure
found
he can. He just dropped the F word 2 weeks ago. Come on.
Right. He dropped a friend word.
the friend word. Awkward.
So Brandon saying I would stop Mess Around Dave harder than Will Smith slapped Chris Rock.
That was only because I said not if Mess Around Dave has anything to say about it.
Right. All right. Mess Around Dave, who are you taking in this triple threat match?
As much as I want RK Bro to win, I just think the Street Profits, they need the title back. They haven't had it for a while, so
I think about a year and a half, maybe.
And I agree with you. I think Riddle's going to turn on Randy. I don't think Randy's going to turn on Riddle.
You really don't think so?
No.
Maybe there's going to be a botch.
I think they're going to throw a swerve you because everybody's expecting Randy to turn on Riddle. Nobody's expecting Riddle to do it.
Yeah, Riddle turning on Randy would be like a real twist there.
So, I think Riddle's going to be the one that he's going to hit Randy with an RKO and walk away.
Yeah, something like that's going to happen. I just know somewhere along the line, something like that's definitely going to happen. Just not exactly.
I don't know if it's going to be a Mania though, because they're the best tag team going right now.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking maybe Raw.
That tag team making so much money for the company. I don't see them splitting them up for a while.
Yeah, maybe they might split up at I think the next pay-per-view after WrestleMania is Backlash. So maybe they might split up at that point. I don't know.
I'm thinking SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what though? I'll tell you, like this tag team, RK Bro is a tag team that this is probably one of the more over tag teams that I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah.
People love this tag team.
Since probably the New Day got over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean this RK Bro tag team's just they're so over. And so I think if you split them up, I don't know, are you going to get a lot of backlash? I mean, that's a thing.
That's why I can't see them doing it, because they're so over and they're making the company tons of money, and I just don't see it happening for a while.
Very well, good.
Yeah.
All right. So we can go ahead and jump into the next one, which okay, here we go. I know everyone's favorite match coming up here. You have The Miz and Logan Paul versus Dominic and Rey Mysterio. This is one, too, to where everyone's been saying that eventually, one of the Mysterios are going to turn on someone. Either Dominic's going to turn on Rey or Rey is going to turn on Dominic. This could be that match to where you could see that. This is where you could potentially see a turn. I'm not going to say 100%. But you could see this right here. And in this match, somehow I do think The Miz and Logan Paul are going to win. Because if you do see a split, this is probably why. Because there's going to be a split between Rey or Dominic. Or Brandon's predicting that Paul's going to turn on Miz.
Possible.
That could be a possibility too.
Yeah.
Chris, what's your thoughts on this match?
I think Rey and Dominic probably going to win this. I mean, why not? I mean, it's not for a title, but
Why not? What?
Why not?
I don't know.
Why not?
I feel like Ray and Dominic's gonna win it.
Yeah.
All right, mess around.
I don't even care for this match. It's one of those matches where you go to the bathroom. No, I'm just kidding.
Bathroom break.
I think Logan Paul's going to turn on The Miz and help the Mysterios win.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Christy.
I'm going to go with Mysterios. I just don't see him splitting up anytime soon. And I think Logan Paul is going to turn on the Miz, and then who knows what happens afterwards.
Yeah, this is one of the ones, like, I'm glad that Will Smith is on, or Will Smith. I don't know why I'm saying Will Smith. Right? This is the one to where I'm glad that The Miz is on the card. I just hope, I just wish it wasn't against like Ray and Dominic. I wish it was more of a high profile match, but it is what it is. And so Brandon's saying if Dominic turns on Ray, he comes to claim Eddie as his real dad. No, because they kind of went down that route once. And I don't think that they would do that because of how Eddie died. I don't think that they would.
Probably would better anyway.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why I don't think they would. But who knows? All right, so going into the next match here, we can talk about potentially this one I was kind of going back and forth about, but I still think that Johnny Knoxville is going to find a way to win. So you have Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn in an anything goes match.
Conspiracy.
All right, that's around Dave.
Johnny
What do you think's going to happen?
Conspiracy.
I think Johnny's going to get his buddies from Jackass to come out and help Johnny win in some shape or form.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's definitely anything goes.
Anything goes, so.
No disqualification, so there you go.
Yeah. And remember, Johnny will be like, I've already done everything that there is to my body anyways. I can handle
You can handle a few bumps in the ring.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm saying, hey guys and girl. So there you go.
Hi.
Right. Hope you're having a good and Brandon saying Wee Man will help Johnny win. I mean
there you go.
Somebody will. All right, Christy, who you taking in this match?
Johnny Knoxville, I don't know. Just the fact that this could be a hilarious match with him and his Jackass buddies beating Sammy, it's just, I don't know. Looks like it would be a fun match.
All right, Chris. Oh, you're on mute there, my man.
Oh, no.
I'm taking Knoxville, Johnny Knoxville. I feel like, yeah, it's going to be a good match, but I feel like this is more of a comedic match.
Mm-hmm.
But still good.
Yeah, I tell you, there's going to be some interesting spots in this match. I think something's going to happen that Johnny's never been through before, and he's like, wow, that actually kind of hurts. But there's going to definitely be something in this match. I don't know what, but it's going to be some kind of high spot, and it's going to be really cool to see.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go on into the next one, which I think the next one's going to be super easy. I think to where they're going to all go with this one, which is a Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair. This is definitely. We all know that Ronda Rousey's winning this match.
Yes, it's too
I'd be
obvious.
surprised if she didn't.
I would be shocked too, but I think we're all 100% in agreement that Ronda Rousey is going to win this match.
Yep.
I'm thinking Charlotte.
100%.
No.
What? Chris, you're Charlotte.
Yeah.
Whoa, he changed his mind.
Really?
What's making you think that Charlotte's going to win this match?
Just by what I'm seeing on SmackDown, I feel like, I don't know, Charlotte can continue to, to keep the title.
Nah. I really don't think so, man. I don't think that they're going to bring Ronda back, have her win the Rumble, and then go
And
on to
then lose,
face
yeah.
Charlotte
Yeah, it
and
would be
then
a
lose.
waste.
Because then at that point it would make Ronda look weak, and they're trying to make her look really strong.
She's
So
supposed to be the baddest woman on the planet. So
yeah,
Exactly.
which technically, if you think about it, technically she's never actually lost a match technically because she wasn't actually pinned when she lost her title the first time.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she didn't actually lose a match.
Hmm.
All right. So
Okay.
mess around. I'm assuming that you're going with Ronda in this match too.
Yeah, I don't see any other way that you don't give the title to Ronda. I mean, you don't bring her back for nothing. You don't have her win the Rumble and lose. It just wouldn't make sense. I mean, they could.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I was going to say they've had people lose before. They've had people win the Rumble and then come out and lose, like Nakamura and then Asuka.
Yeah.
Edge.
Edge. Yeah, so they've actually.
I know it's been done before, but I just don't see him dealing with Ronda.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It makes sense. All right, Christy.
It's Ronda. She's winning. You don't have her win the Rumble and then go into WrestleMania, lose to Charlotte. It would be a complete waste. It would be like Asuka 2018. She wins the Royal Rumble and has her undefeated streak snapped by none other than Charlotte. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
So I think Ronda needs to win this to justify that Royal Rumble win. Easy for me to say.
Well, yeah, because when you think about it now, that can actually transition into the next women's title match, which is Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch. And if you think back, it goes back to like 2000. I believe it's like 2019, 2020. That technically Becky Lynch hasn't lost a title match since then. But I do actually believe that Bianca Belair will actually win this match. I know there's actually people out there saying that Becky Lynch, but no, I think Bianca's going to actually end up winning this match and getting back on top. No pun intended. Yeah. Okay, so mess around, Dave. Who are you taking in this match?
I'm going to go with Belair. I think her first title run wasn't very long, and she definitely deserves another reign. Yeah, I think she's going to use her hair somehow to win.
She whips her hair back and forth.
She's going to use it as a whip. And I definitely think that they're going to I think that they're going to give her more of a spot this time because of the short match that they had with Becky when she actually returned. It was that very, very short match. Well, this one's going to definitely – I do believe this one's going to definitely be a longer match. So, Christy, who are you taking in this match?
As much as I'm a big Becky fan, I'm going with Bianca because she needs to avenge that loss at SummerSlam. That match that only lasted 26 seconds. I mean, WWE did her dirty. They need to make it right.
You're not a fan of the man. What?
I've been a fan of Becky since 2016. But, I think it's just time for her to lose the title. She can probably win Money in the Bank and then cash in on Bianca or Ronda.
Yeah, she's like champion by that chance.
I might get a lot of flack for this, but when it comes to it, like, look, I completely respect what Becky does in the ring, on the mic. I respect that. Am I a really fan of Becky Lynch? Not really, but I respect what she does in the ring and on the mic. And
she's been kind of terrible on the mic lately, though.
Yeah,
but
promos have not been have not been really up to par lately.
Yeah, for some reason, I don't know what it is. I'm just not a true fan. But
right,
that's all right.
Chris, who are you taking in this?
Belair. I mean, she had that, match at SummerSlam, and I think she wants payback.
Mm-hmm.
And WrestleMania is a good place to do it.
Yep.
Payback's coming. All right. So we have our next one, which is Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin, which
bathroom break.
I'm out.
Which we know that Drew McIntyre is gonna win this.
Yeah.
We obviously know he's gonna win, and it sucks because I wish Happy Corbin would actually win this. You know, since he became Happy Corbin, he actually hasn't lost a match.
Really?
He talks
Yeah.
about that a lot.
Since he became Happy Corbin, he hasn't lost a match. But all right, mess around. I'm guessing you're taking Drew McIntyre also.
Hell no. We're going with Happy Corbin.
You're actually taking Happy Corbin.
That's my guy.
Wow. Well,
Oh,
you're actually taking him. Okay.
Wow.
Christy.
I never picked Drew McIntyre.
McIntyre. I can't stand Happy Corbin. He annoys the hell out of me. He does. I can't. I mean, it doesn't
I
matter
love his character.
whether he's the lone wolf, he's corporate Corbin, bum Corbin, Happy Corbin. It doesn't matter which one he is. He annoys me.
Well, Drew McIntyre bugs me, but
Yeah.
so I'm
He bugs
saying
me a little bit, but not much.
They need
he
to take
bugs-
Baron back to Lone Wolf.
That was
Yeah.
probably the best gimmick, the lone wolf.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting though is his like homeless Corbin that got a lot of positive feedback also.
I like
So-
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so people love that when he was the lone wolf at one point, and then
Hey, you got a couple bucks I can borrow?
yeah, right, yeah.
And I bumped
Yes.
5 bucks.
My cell phone just got turned off. I need money to turn it on.
If you can beat me in a match, tonight, I'll give you $1,000.
And
Yeah,
then jackpot.
that was an awesome. I love that.
Yeah,
That character was so cool though.
It was.
All right, Chris, who are you taking in this match?
Drew McIntyre.
Yes.
I like Corbin, but not this version.
I hope to God Corbin wins.
It's he's not going to. It's going to be Drew McIntyre because Drew McIntyre is one of Vince's boys.
Yeah, and he's supposed to get another title push soon too. So I don't see reason.
And Brandon's taking Happy Corbin also.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, at least somebody's with me. Thank you, Brandon.
I would be okay with Happy Corbin winning. I would be okay with it, but for some reason, I just don't think it's going to happen. I really don't.
I'm with you on that, but I just never picked Drew. I just don't.
Hey, I wish I didn't have to either. I really wish.
I'll take the loss every time. I'm never picked Drew.
Jeez.
Yeah. So Brandon's saying, "I got you, mess around." So he's definitely right there with you. He has you on that one too. So SmackDown Tag Team Championships. You have the Usos versus Rick Boogs and Shinsuke Nakamura. I really highly doubt that Shinsuke and Rick Boogs win this. The only way that I could see them winning was if Roman lost to Brock, but I don't know. But anyways, mess around. Who do you have in this one?
The Uso Penitentiary.
Goose?
I'm taking the Usos. I don't see Boogs and Shinsuke winning. Boogs is still too green to really have a title yet. So
Oops.
You know what? Boogs has some strength, man. That guy's actually
he's a powerhouse.
yeah. That dude's actually really, really impressed me with the
Oh.
amount of strength that dude has.
I just
Yeah.
think it's too early for him to get a title yet.
And you may not be wrong about that. I just was impressed with his. Yeah, I don't want to. I hold my guns that are down here. I kind of hold them. All right, so Christy Wilson, who you taking?
Oos?
Oos? Oh,
Oos?
I'm
Yeah.
down since
Oh,
day one ish. Yeah, I'm down since.
Day one.
Right.
yeah.
Uh,
I like Nakamura. I like Boogs. He's strong and he can shred on the guitar.
Right.
But
Does he actually play that thing?
Yes.
Yes.
he did.
Yeah. He does.
I was always wondering if he did.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does. He actually plays. He's actually a really good guitarist.
Yep.
Uh,
McAfee a fan. Shredding.
Speaking of guitars, what happened to your favorite Elias?
I don't know.
He's
They-
going through a name change, something, I don't know.
well, they scrapped the last one when they were going to bring him back. They had scrapped that.
I kind of
So-
miss Elias.
Right? What does WWE stand for?
What?
Good
With
Elias.
That was brilliant. I love that one.
It was, yeah.
And you want to talk about a guy that was good on the mic? Elias was good on the
Yeah.
mic. Elias was another guy.
And
It's
Elias-
like Seattle having a basketball team like the Super. I remember that. I remember that, man.
Oh my god, that was the best.
And he was like the most hated guy in Seattle. That was
That was genius.
that was awesome. Chris, who you taking in this tag team match?
It was because as much as Mora and Boogs, they're not ready for tag team.
Yeah.
Yeah, as much as I like Nakamura and Rick Boogs, I'm taking the Usos.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be mad if Rick Boogs and them win. So
Yeah.
either way, I'm okay.
Yeah, I do believe that we're all taking the Usos though. I just feel like the Usos are gonna win this. I don't think it's gonna be Boogs and Nakamura. So speaking of, the air guitar, that leads us into freaking Pat McAfee and Austin Theory.
I'm sorry. Your parents raised a douchebag.
I'm sorry that I beat you up last week. I'm sorry.
The build up to this has been pretty good, though.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
it really has.
I guess I'll
You
be
know what?
somewhere else.
I'm taking McAfee.
Me too.
I'm taking it. I'm taking McAfee. I'm taking the Mac
Me too.
attack, man. I'm taking the Mac attack. All right.
Question is, who's
That's
going to
fair,
take
Dave.
his spot at commentary?
I'm going with Pat McAfee too. I love the guy in commentary. I only seen him wrestle once. He was carried by his teammates, so he didn't really do much in the match. But
More games.
some way, somehow he's gonna pull out the win. He's gonna use that leg of his and kick him right in the nuts and win.
Hey, he
know
has
what,
his
though?
own
Like,
ring
Jackson
at
thinks you're
his
gonna
studio,
kick
so
McAfee fits in so well on commentary.
He does, yeah.
Like he fits
Sounds-
in so well.
he sounds more of a fan than like a commentator.
Come on,
Yeah,
Cole.
well-
We're at a concert.
We're out of control. This is out of control.
It's out of control.
He's definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I was glad when they brought him in as an announcer.
Yeah.
Oh, that was true. Yeah.
So
I
so
wasn't
great.
sure
so
about
great.
him, but I love him.
All right, Christy, who are you taking in this match?
McAfee.
No, she's taking Austin Theory.
No, what?
Yeah.
Little. Ugh. I'm going with McAfee. I like him. I think he's gonna kick McAfee's butt. No pun intended.
No pun intended.
no pun.
Right?
no
Yeah.
pun intended.
Uh,
I think he's. I think he's awesome. I think he's gonna kick Theory's butt.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe McAfee will get a selfie. Here we go. Click.
Yeah.
There's your
Well,
WrestleMania moment right there.
Click.
Click.
So,
I can see it now.
this, brings us kind of to Taker and Lesnar. So the last update that I got on this Lesnar and Taker was that, we're like a week away from Mania. And as of today, Vince is still back and forth on who he wants to win the match. So currently right now, he hasn't even, according to the sources that I have,
you mean on Lesnar and Reigns?
Yeah, Lesnar and Reigns.
Yeah, sorry,
It's
yeah.
Taker and Reigns. No, Lesnar.
Oh,
You
yeah,
said
sorry.
Taker,
No.
I'm like, wait, what?
I didn't mean to say Taker. I got Taker in because I got an interesting thing too that, so, which I'll bring that up too. But with my sources, what I meant was with Reigns and Lesnar was that Vince was still going back and forth between who he actually wanted to win this match.
Mhm.
So
Gotcha.
He's still not there, but I still think it's going to be Brock. I think Brock is coming out on top. The Beast incarnate is coming out on top, I think. Chris, which way you leaning with this one?
Ooh. I wouldn't be bad with either one, but I'm thinking Lesnar. He's been doing really good with his promos, since going solo, and this side of him is kind of fun, and breaking doors down and raiding locker room, so to speak.
Raiding Roman Reigns' dressing room and spitting out his bottle of fancy champagne, taking a
Breaking tables.
Oh, this stuff is gross.
Breaking tables.
You want a grape?
Right? I'm telling you though, this is like the best. This is the best Brock we've seen.
Oh, for sure.
This
Without
Brock,
question.
this Brock is awesome.
It is.
Oh yeah.
I just went. I went and bought myself a vehicle, and you know what color it was? It was blood red. It was my favorite color.
I like when he's like, I can't beat up Roman Reigns unless provoked. So let's do some provoking.
Let's just wait in his locker room. Let's wait in his locker room until the provoking comes. Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm going to eat Roman's food. I'm going to drink what Roman has in the dressing room, and I'm going to sit down and enjoy myself.
Yeah.
Breaks his table. Spits his wine out. Because I can tell you, I don't know Brock personally, but I can tell you just by the guy that you can see, you can clearly tell that Brock's not no wine and champagne drinker.
No, he probably likes a nice, good, ice cold beer.
Yeah, he's probably definitely a guy that can kick back and just drink beer and enjoy beer. What's up, William Hudson? Hope you're having a good night. Definitely.
Hey,
So, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this match, man. I really hope it's the Beast. I really do hope he comes out on top in this one. But I could still see this one going either way. I really, really could. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm really hoping it's the Beast, but it go either way. Mess around. Who do you have in this one?
It's really tough to say because they can both win this match. They're both talented. They're both strong. But I think Paul Heyman's going to turn on Reigns and go back with Brock and cost Reigns the title.
So, William saying, let's go Roman.
Oh, God.
Acknowledge me.
Vicksburg! Acknowledge me!
I think Reigns just had the title too long. Somebody else's turn.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So, oh yeah, so Christy, I'll let you go, and then I'll tell you about the speculation. So go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to acknowledge Brock Lesnar. He's going to win. As like Mr. Ron said, Roman's had the title for way too long. It's time for someone else to have it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm going to acknowledge Brock Lesnar. Right now.
So with that, we definitely know that there's a few rumors going around. One of them actually just recently popped up here not too long ago. So if anybody watched the match last week with Omos against Aziz,
Commander Aziz, yeah.
Yes.
And Alexander. So the rumor that has come up was, if you heard after the match, he said my next opponent will be dominated. So that's when they're like, Omos's planned opponent right now for WrestleMania is Bobby Lashley. And so that's his planned opponent. And so the speculation is if this match takes place, Bobby will be on Raw tomorrow. But if Bobby's not there, then that means he's not medically cleared, and so the match will not take place. But that's the speculation right now, was that if Bobby shows up, there will be that match.
But I heard too that if Bobby does not show up, it's going to be Gable Stevenson.
Ooh.
Yes,
That's the rumor. That's the rumor.
Yeah,
I can believe how easily almost squashed Commander Z's like it was
Yeah,
nothing.
he did.
yeah, but they have to make him look strong. You know, they really do.
Gonna make him look dominant.
Doing a good job of it.
Yeah, they are. But if this match actually happens, I do think that Bobby will actually win.
Right.
I do. I really do. But right now, this is the speculation. But so Nate's saying I heard a rumor that Brock wins, but by interference of The Rock. I don't.
Well, you kind of brought it up a couple weeks ago. Something about The Rock.
I did
Yeah.
mention that. I did mention that, but then I was thinking about it though too, because I did mention that he could, come down, interfere, cost Roman the title. But if they're trying to do, Reigns versus Rock, it would be for the title. So I don't get why.
Big B, my supporter.
Hey,
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? So that was definitely the rumor that was thrown out there. So I guess we'll just have to watch Raw tomorrow to see if Bobby Lashley actually shows up, because if he does, that'll be his opponent. So
What rumor are we talking?
So last week on Raw, after Omos won, he said my next partner will be dominated, and so everybody was saying he said that because there's the original plan was for Omos to be facing Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania. And so they're saying if Bobby Lashley's cleared, he'll be at Raw tomorrow. And then the match will end up being Lashley versus Omos.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Did you hear that?
Something about Bobby Lashley and Omos, I think.
Yeah, so because the original plan was to have Lashley versus Omos at Mania. And so they're saying if Bobby Lashley's cleared, he'll be at Raw tomorrow to set up the match for Lashley versus Omos. But if he's not cleared, then they have to scrap that and go a different route.
Yeah, that match doesn't excite me. I mean,
And then they're thinking of Gable Stevenson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that too, but I don't know. I can't see that. I mean, I know Stevenson's hot right now with his wins at national title. I don't know. I just can't see them premiering a young talent like that at Mania for his first match.
Doesn't seem right.
Better spot though.
Huh?
I think it'd be a great spot for him to debut. WrestleMania couldn't ask for a better debut.
I think it'll be a great spot for him to debut, but I don't think it'd be a great spot for him to have a first match.
That's true.
But then they're thinking that it'd be a squash match.
Yeah, probably.
That's rumored. But
Yeah.
I just think it'd be funny to see Lashley try and put her luck on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Omos is not easy to take down. I've seen that. I'm like,
but if it's
ugh.
No, he's a big boy. He's definitely
Huge.
He's definitely a big boy, but that's why they were doing that whole thing with the whole my opponent will be dominated because of Lashley. So
Almighty.
They're hoping that he's cleared tomorrow.
Yeah, and I think Chris said it before I got on that. Dominated. I mean, they could be talking about Stevenson too. I mean, because he did dominate in college, so it could be either one. They're opening the door.
Yeah, I think it can go either way.
Yeah, it's just weird though because has this guy like if they're going with the Stevenson route though, like you would think, has this guy ever really had any wrestling ring experience? I'm not talking about just like regular style wrestling in like high school and college stuff. I'm talking about like in a ring. Does this guy actually have any experience? And I don't think he does. So
I'm sure he's probably been training at
the Performance Center. Yeah, I don't think
he's probably been training, but I mean, I could see that if they do use him, it's going to be a power match. I mean, it's going to be power versus power.
I did hear that they're going to build up like Brock.
Yeah.
Beast incarnate type.
Yeah.
Now, before I got on, I saw a comment there from Nate.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know where he got that rumor from, because I have not seen anything about The Rock at Mania.
He's probably just throwing it out there.
Yeah, he would have to be.
Likes me.
It wouldn't shock me if he's there in some capacity because there several times at Mania the Rock has randomly shown up to give a promo or something. So
no, I could definitely see him being in a capacity in some sort, and I could see. I mean, I can't see him costing Roman the belt, but possibly. But I just don't see him interfering in that match.
Yeah, I've been torn on that because I said he would once, and then I went, and so this is where I'm really torn. Like this match, I'm completely torn about it. I really, really am.
That's why I think it's going to end in a no contest, and they both keep their belts. Because Brock's hot right now, and so is Roman, both as their characters, and you don't want to take your belt off your hot commodity right now, and they're both running hot right now.
Okay, so let me ask you this:
they already unveiled the belt, so
yeah,
so to speak.
So if you're talking about this matching ending in a no contest, tell me, how do you think it would end in a no contest? Like, how do you think they would end it?
Well, you're probably gonna have the Usos come out, and triple up on Brock. And that's where the rest probably just going to throw out the match. And then the Rock would come out, and that's probably when you're going to start to see the Rock-Roman feud start.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I would book it. WWE will probably book it with two midgets coming in and interfering, and they get thrown out. And then Hornswoggle comes out and challenges Roman Reigns. I mean, that's...
I don't know.
Or maybe now until then, you make it a no disqualification match. That way, there has to be a winner if you don't want to have it in a no contest.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know which way to honestly pick it without being in a no contest. I can't pick a winner in that match.
That's just it. They built this match up for so long, and they built the unified title match.
Yeah,
they're not going to let it end in DQ.
That's different reports I've been hearing. It's a winner takes all. It's unification match. It's belt for belt. So I mean, the WWE doesn't even know which way they want to go. I mean, what's the official booking on the match? Winner takes all, right?
Yeah.
Winner gets both belts, but one belt will be dropped.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
is that what they're saying now? I didn't hear that. I didn't hear one belt would be dropped.
That's what. That's not what they're saying. But I'm saying on TV they haven't said it.
Yeah.
I think that'd be smart to keep one belt on each brand.
Yeah. Because I don't think
they will
ending anytime soon.
Yeah, I know they haven't said it, but they've already showed pictures of what the new belt's gonna look like.
Oh, have they?
Yeah,
I've not seen that.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it either.
They've already showed pictures of what it's gonna look like. So
okay,
look it up.
Well, until it happens, I mean, anything's possible in WWE. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
I mean, right now, maybe Dragon Viper shows up and smacks Brock Lesnar. I mean,
his dream comes true, and then Brock just F5's Dragon Viper right there,
and then he piddles his pants.
Yeah. And then Riddle comes out and saves him. I mean,
yeah.
So he's saying, so Nate's saying Sportskeeda Wrestling's Facebook page is saying
that's where he found the rumor from.
Okay. That is a reputable website because I know one of the guys that works on there. So,
okay.
Anybody. We'll see.
Yeah, I was going to say they're kind of.
Yeah, they are. It's going to be interesting to see exactly how it ends. But I know there's several of us on one of the rumors that are kind of back and forth to where Chris has said on, he's not showing up, and then a bunch of us are saying, yeah, he is, because I guarantee Rollins has a match at Mania. I can guarantee it. And I'm telling you, it's going to be Cody Rhodes just because of the little hints that they've been saying. Go ahead. Well, yeah, like if you listen to Raw And when Corey Graves was talking, he's like, and Rollins' dreams have been dashed and they became a nightmare. And so
his nickname is the American Nightmare.
Yeah, and so his name's the American Nightmare. And so
And he was called Dashing Cody Rhodes back when he first came out.
Right?
Yeah, so they've been dropping hints.
Well, and wasn't it Jericho on his podcast that said, or a radio interview said that he signed? So
Jericho confirmed that Cody Rhodes signed, and so.
And I'm not disagreeing that he signed. I'm disagreeing that he'll show up.
Right.
At Mania.
Yeah, but I mean, Rollins, another big name that doesn't have a match at Mania. I mean,
that doesn't make any sense.
That's hard fetch.
Trust me, Rollins will have a match at Mania.
Oh yeah,
I did hear.
You're not going to leave your top star.
He'll have a thumb wrestling match, I think.
I had heard something. Someone threw this out. This is just random. I would take it with a grain of salt. As they're saying that Rollins might get involved in Becky Lynch's match against Bianca Belair, and I'm like, no, he's not.
No,
kidding me? No, it wouldn't work.
Well,
I mean,
it could work, and then Cody Rhodes comes out. Is that on night one?
I think night one.
Yes.
Okay, so it could work where night one he interferes in Becky's match, costs her the title, and then Cody comes out and kind of evens the score, and then we get him on night two. I mean,
maybe.
I mean, anything's possible.
Yeah. That's why I said it was kind of take the rumor with a grain of salt, because I don't know whether it's true or not.
That seems like too much work.
Yeah, it does.
For WWE, it's too much work.
Have a WrestleMania moment that he's willing to interfere in his wife's title match just to make sure she keeps the title. That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's funny though too because when you truly think about it, like what's so funny about this is like where people have always said, you know, Cody Rhodes would never go back. Well, let me tell you this. This talks. This
never
talks.
say never.
I was going to say the same thing.
And WWE offered him upwards of $3 million, so he's gonna. I mean, so obviously he's gonna take it.
I mean, how many wrestlers have been rumored not to ever go back to WWE, and they always show back up? Money talks.
Because money talks. If they offer you the money,
and they are the Yankees of wrestling. I mean,
you're gonna follow the money.
They're not gonna die out anytime soon. I mean, AEW is coming up. Impact's kind of hanging around, but WWE's is the big league. So,
and technically, he could pay you what you wanted. I mean, that's technically, you know,
so he can pay me whatever. I'll set up the ring for
right.
You can sign up for $1 and go
That was my point, though. Is like people who were saying he wouldn't. I'm like, money spoke is what it was. They offered him the money he wanted, so he took it, and that's you know, he's gonna obviously do what's best for his family. And it is kind of a shocker for the role that he had and the business opportunities he had with AEW for him to jump back to WWE. I mean, that part is kind of shocking.
Executive VP position in AEW and being in the ring, and then leave it just to be an in-ring performer for same amount of money that AEW is paying CM Punk. You know?
Well, the big thing was they actually had a kind of a story about this. I don't know if you kind of read the story or whatever, but the story came out about why Cody Rhodes originally left AEW anyways. And it was basically he left because he wanted more input on kind of direction and then matches and stuff like that. Yeah. Because now Tony Khan has come out before too and said, well, for people who kind of think that these wrestlers kind of get to pick and choose, Tony Khan came out and said that's completely false. He's like, you can't run a company with having everybody pick and choose. He's like, so overall, I make those calls. And he's like, in the end, Cody wanted to help with that, but I told him, no, I wanted to call on that. So that's kind of what it came down to.
Well, and that's what happened in, the following last few years of WCW. Everybody had creative control and nobody could agree on, things. So that's Why they
you
folded?
can't really do that because
Yeah,
if you did that, then nobody would want to lose a match.
Exactly.
Everybody would want to be champion.
Exactly. So that's why
Cody booked himself to be TNT champion 2 additional times after he won it the first time.
Yeah, and so that's why Tony Khan actually came out and said, for
Hold the
those
reins.
who are saying that these guys get to pick their creative control, he's like, that's not accurate. He's like, that's me because I have to do it because you can't run a company like that.
I mean, he's a businessman.
I have to lose a match.
Understandable.
Yeah. So I don't know, but
I don't know either.
the fallout was interesting for it. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I don't
And
like it.
supposedly Cody's going to keep like the gimmick he had in AEW where he's the American Nightmare. He gets the pyro. He gets his he gets to use his theme music and all that stuff.
Yeah. There was
So
some.
he's not going back to being Stardust.
No.
He's gonna be the American Nightmare.
Thank God.
No, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
There was some internal sources that came out and said that all this was discussed when Cody Rhodes was signed, that he gets to keep everything. He actually gets to be in the main event scene at times too.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what it was too in AEW, is that he technically could not be in the main event scene. He could not win the AEW championship because of his role. And so I think that kind of made.
Well, it was.
Well, the
I
other
mean, it
thing
was his
when he
role,
lost to
but it wasn't a
Jericho-
match, though, that he lost that.
Yeah, he lost to Jericho
Yeah.
Full Gear 2019, and it had the stipulation added, and if he lost, he was never going to challenge for the AEW World Title ever again. And
but they were throwing that in there because of his role, and I think that's why they kind of wanted to do that.
Kind of a conflict of interest there.
Yeah. And so
And
I
he
think he
didn't want
kind of
it.
wanted to be in the main event scene. So I think this is why they're like, yeah, we probably should.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyways, we're at that point now, so we can finally all give our final thoughts here. So Crispy Bacon, final thoughts.
Yeah, good show. It's gonna be a great week. I'll be at SmackDown Friday. So
You need to be a SmackDown?
yeah.
That's
Take lots of
awesome.
pictures.
So
fun.
if you see a streaker at SmackDown, it'll probably be Chris. Okay.
There you go. No, I'll try to find
Hey,
the
well,
24/7
Chris, we'll do
champion.
a GoFundMe page if you go attack one of the wrestlers.
I'll try to find
Real
Reggie
money.
and win the 24/7 title.
There you go.
Yeah, you can go after Reginald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Mess around. Any final thoughts?
Not really. I'm just looking forward to Mania. Waiting to see KO open up a can of whoop ass on Stone Cold.
Yeah.
That was a good
Stone Cold
promo on Raw.
bust out the kind of whoop ass on KO.
Oh, I'll tell you, that was probably the best reaction when Stone Cold's music hit and everybody went crazy.
Yeah,
They all
that's
thought
why
it
it's
was
so
Stone Cold.
awesome.
They all thought it was Stone
Like,
Cold.
oh.
That was great. All right.
They all popped for it too. They all thought he was coming out the second time. That was awesome.
right. Christy, any final thoughts?
Just looking forward to Mania and just seeing how everything just goes there. So hopefully it'll be fun.
All right, Big B.
Well, no, thanks for letting me on last few minutes here. Always looking forward to Mania. One of my favorite pay-per-views to watch. The card, on the other hand, kind of like iffy, 50-50 on it. There's nothing that really, like I said before, if I wasn't a true wrestling fan, I probably would skip this WrestleMania because there's not a match on there outside of Edge and AJ that I really want to see. So, but hopefully I'm proven wrong and it's an A+ show.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
love
hard
the
to
card,
tell
man.
on paper until you see it.
Yeah.
I love this card.
I don't want to be like Dragonbite and be like, oh, it was okay.
I didn't care for it.
Okay, I didn't really care for it.
Well, we definitely do want to thank everybody for watching, all of our viewers that chimed in tonight. We definitely want to thank you for that. And so with that being said, I really hope everybody has a fantastic night. And we will see you next Sunday again for another episode of Between the Ropes. Have a fantastic night.
Night.